Hello, Miss Dean and the ladies of Philadelphia. My name is Kimberlyn Frazier, and I'm bringing to you today mango lime icebox pies. What I like to do first, because we're making pies, is we want to deal with the pie crust. We didn't make one from scratch. We just got this store-bought pre-made pie crust. It comes with a top and a bottom, and I want to do little individual pies, so I am making little individual rounds. I've dealt with one already, and I'm going to show you how I am dealing with this one. You can also make a whole pie if you want to. It works good both ways. I like having little individual servings. I think it's cute. So we're just going to unroll the pie crust, and you see it's already a pie crust. You don't have to do anything else to it except for put it in the pan and put some egg wash on it if you're making a whole pie. But you know, I'm a glutton for punishment. I like to do extra work. And this probably seems crazy. I don't have cookie cutters or anything, but I wanted little rounds, so I'm just using a cup out my cabinet. And just pushing it down and wiggling it back and forth to be sure that all that dough gets loosened. And just cutting out some rounds so that I have little cute personal pie crust for everybody in the family. Preheat our oven to 350. And you would do the same thing with a whole pie crust. Preheat the oven, and you're going to get them set in your pie dish. This is just a little non-stick cooking spray to make it easy for them to slide out. Everybody watch out. Just spray this is my muffin tin. This is why I'm making little individual pies. My son bought me this muffin tin for Christmas, and I love it. I try to use it whenever I can, not just because he bought it for me, because it's a great little muffin tin. It's a good piece of equipment. So now we're going to get our dough into the muffin tin. I just like to sort of fold them in a little bit and let them fall in there. The closer to the bottom you get them, the easier they are to get out when it's finally time to eat pie. So we've got our pie crust in the muffin tin, and now we're just brushing it with a little egg wash. It's just a little water and egg yolks. You may not want to use a silicone brush. You might want to use one of the hair brushes, bristle brushes. It'll help distribute the egg wash more evenly. But the goal is just to get it shiny all over, because this is going to help it brown and get shiny, and it's going to make for some beautiful pastry crusts. So now, because we're going to fill this crust with filling, of course, we're going to brown them a little bit first. So we're going to go ahead and put them in the oven by themselves for maybe 10 minutes. We've got our crust in the oven, partly cooking. So now we're going to work on our filling. What I like to do with our filling is I like to get 2 mangoes out of a can of mangoes and just mash them up for texture. And I also have the zest from 1 lime in here so far, and it's just the mashed mangoes. It didn't take but like 2 seconds to mash the mangoes. So now we're going to add 4 tablespoons of whipped Philadelphia cream cheese. One, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to add 2 tablespoons of sour cream. A 1/4 cup of sugar, white granulated sugar. About a teaspoon of salt, and the same, okay, 1/2 teaspoon. We'll do 1/2 teaspoon today, because I don't want to scare you guys. 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and the same of ginger. 1/2 teaspoon of just dry ground ginger. Add a little more to our deliciousness. Let's see, so we'll mix this up some, because now we're about to add the eggs in, and this is a pretty dry mixture to add eggs into. So let's get this well incorporated. Y'all have to forgive me. This is the whisk that God gave me. It's the whisk I use. It works. So I never got a new one. Okay. So we've got a little bit of a creamy concoction going here. So we are just going to add 2 large eggs. My hands are a mess. That's okay though, because I can wash them. Okay, a 1/4 cup of flour. After you whisk in your 1/4 cup of flour, you can move on to a rubber spatula if you choose to. I choose to because I have a whisk that's only 3 inches long and my hand is tired. We're going to add about a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I just sort of eyeball it. 1/4 cup of condensed milk that doesn't want to come out of the can. I'm sorry, that was 1/8 of a cup of evaporated milk. I got the can open. We had to take a moment. We want to use 1/2 cup of mango nectar and 1/8 a cup of key lime juice. And last, to finish it off, we'll just do a little shot of white wine, whichever kind you like. If you won't drink it, don't use it to cook. And stir it up. Be sure you got everything well incorporated. Oh, we can't do 3 drops of green food coloring and 3 drops of yellow. And we're going to go from this color here, which isn't a bad color, to a nice limey green color, which will be a good contrast. Once we make our custards, we're going to float some mangoes in there, and the mangoes have that nice orange yellow color that'll contrast beautifully off of our lime greenie. And that, ladies, is our filling. And we have our pre-browned pie crust. We are just filling them up now, of course, because that's what you do with filling. Now we're going to come to our oven. It's at 350 already from browning the pie crust. And what you want to do when you make custard pies is you want to be sure that they get to cook in a water bath. It keeps the eggs from scrambling, per se. And it makes for a much better final product. So we're just going to put this sheet pan in here. I bought a sheet pan for the purpose because it makes all the difference. Oh, and I need a pot holder. So we're going to bring that sheet pan and put it in the oven. Then we're going to take our pies and set them inside the sheet pan, furthest away from the corner, so that when you pour your water, you don't have to worry about splashing it into your pies because there's no water in your pie mix. And you want to fill it up to about 1 inch worth of water. Be sure that your pie or whatever it is you have in here is good and submerged. That's not enough water for me, so I'm just going to put it in for right now because all my heat's pouring out of the oven. I'm going to get some more water. Wow, that was a close-up, huh? Okay, so just a little bit more water. Added it to my cookie sheet. Be sure that my pies don't scramble. And we'll leave those in the oven for about 30 minutes. Okay, so we're about 15 minutes. We're a few minutes over into cooking, and what we're doing is we're just floating some mangoes in the pie. It's a fresh mango. I just diced it up into little pieces, and now we're just kind of getting them up in the pie, so we'll have little delicious mango surprises when we're done. And these are my mango lime icebox pies. I hope you guys enjoy.